Now, the court is going to instruct you on the burden of proof in this case, and I want to be very clear. The burden of proof is on the state, so it's on the prosecutors. There is no burden of proof on the defense at all. And the burden of proof is as to each and every element of all three of these crimes. Okay, so the state has the burden of proof, and that is beyond a reasonable doubt. And the judge is going to specifically instruct you about what reasonable doubt can mean. So you will not hear that reasonable doubt means that you must be certain. There is no requirement that beyond a reasonable doubt mean that you must prove something to a certainty. It says, rather, that it's the kind of doubt that would cause a person of ordinary prudence to pause or hesitate when called upon in the most important affairs of life. And then there are some additional requirements. So I want to suggest to you, all of you have made big decisions in your life. And many of you have made those decisions where you did not make those decisions with absolute certainty. Okay? But whatever doubts you had were not doubts that rose to a level where you said, this is a reasonable doubt. And if you had a doubt, but it didn't rise to that level, then you went ahead. And so when you read this instruction, remember that a reasonable doubt is not a doubt that is based on guesswork or based on speculation. And the judge will instruct you, you are not to search for doubt. You are to search for the truth. So I would ask you to consider whether merely getting on the stand and simply saying, basically, I would summarize the defense as expressed by the defendant as, I didn't do it. I'm not offering you any way to explain why my DNA is on that door knob. I'm not offering you any way to explain why my DNA is on 3 different locations on John Hetland. I'm simply offering to you, I didn't do it. I'm going to suggest to you, if that was the bar, if that was reasonable doubt, then we would never, in courts of law, ever convict anyone of any crime, serious or not serious, because every defendant, knowing that that was the bar, would merely take the stand and would testify I didn't do it, and we'd be done. And no one would ever be held responsible if that's all that it takes.